Why do we procrastinate? This is a question which is on the minds of a lot of people. If I put a search on Google, nearly 7 million searches with that same question come up. Why do we procrastinate? The reason is that, one of the reasons is that when we have something uncertain, some project, a new project in which we are not fully clear and we are not fully we have some doubt about what are the steps involved, our mind is unable to move forward. We don't know what is the next step, what to do exactly, and we procrastinate. In fact, procrastination is a productivity derailer. It derails our focus. The root for the word procrastination is akrasia, a Greek word which means doing a task against doing something against our better judgment. We do procrastinate, and one way to counter, to beat procrastination is to break our tasks, break down our projects to smaller chunks. In fact, breaking down projects to smaller chunks is a central step in our 5-step process to build focus. Fewer things on our plate, focusing on that one important thing and chunking it down, chunking our project down to small steps. And how does this help? Breaking things down helps because just like when a baby is starting to walk, it's very tentative and keeps its hands out and takes small steps, baby steps. When we are doing a big project or a new project, we initially need to take those baby steps to find our balance, to get some firm footing into what the project is all about. And once we are clear about it, we can increase our stride. So we need to take those baby steps. To do that, we need to chunk down, to break down our projects to smaller steps. So that's one. It's easier to make an entry into the project when we are taking baby steps. One. Second is we get immediate feedback. And why is that? Because when we are taking smaller steps and we are careful, we get immediate feedback as to whether we have completed the task or whether we have done it right. So this immediate feedback builds clarity. Finally, small tiny tasks completed give us a dopamine rush. Why? Because we are all creatures of instant gratification. We need instant rewards. So when we complete something, there is a dopamine rush. It motivates us, builds our focus. So these are the three simple things, why we need to break things down. How we go about it, that is another side of the story. Sometimes due to the complexity of the task, things might not be clear, the steps might not be clear, but we just have to hunker down and write down as many steps as possible. Sometimes when I am trying to do something and I am not getting that clarity, I just go to that first step. And once I have started doing that whatever step comes to mind, once I have started doing that step, the clarity builds up. Like I was supposed to come up with this video last week. I have been procrastinating. So finally I said, okay, let me just go ahead, and whatever came to mind, I started working on it, wrote down a few things, recorded it, built clarity, and then I was into the preparation of the video. So sometimes we just have to go ahead with whatever is within our grasp, and as we do it, we build clarity. Like somebody mentioned that you don't need to see the entire staircase. That first step is enough. As you move on, you will get more clarity. To sum it all up, chunking or breaking down our big projects into small, easily doable, small tasks is important. It's an important step. And one more reason, I was reminded of it, one more reason is that we covered about our small RAM, our working memory capacity. Our working memory capacity, though we have a huge brain, it's not 4 MB, it is not 4 KB, it is 4B, 4 bits. That's all that is there. We have to manage our focus, manage our attention, manage our life. Hence, we need to work around with these kind of hacks, with these kind of jugards, break things down, into tiny chunks and help our 4-bit memory to get wrap around these tiny chunks and give us the kind of progress that we need when it comes to managing our work. So that's chunking it down for you. In our 5-step process of focus, we have covered having fewer things on our plate. We have covered having that one important step, focusing on that one particular one thing. Now chunking it down. Next week we move on to unlinking unlinking from our distractions, and then we go to how to de-stress ourselves in this pursuit of greater focus. That's it. That's our focus journey. We'll continue with it next week. And this is Prakash Francis for Slog City. See you.